in my readings for so many years, there has been a hierarchy of the celestial gods. Vishnu was first. From his navel, Brahma was born, and from Brahma's forehead ashes, Shiva was born. And then Vishnu took his 9 avatars so far, and the 10th one yet to come. Sri Ram was the 7th avatar, was 100% Vishnu, 8th Krishna 100%. But in some of the volunteers' talks I heard that Krishna was the first and then Vishnu, so could you clarify? I'm confused.
So you said that Ram was 100% Vishnu?
Well, he's portrayed those qualities, unlike the first avatars, that was, the fish and so on. Clarify that, please, as well.
So is there somebody who's like 80% Vishnu?
We're being philosophical.
Okay, so nevertheless, I understand your question. So, see, God is 100%. And He's always 100%. There's no question of having 93% God. Okay? Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. God is so Purna, infinite. If you take out infinite from Him, what will remain will still be infinite. So just like 93% of infinity is still infinity. So all the avatars are perfect and complete. Okay? All the avatars. Sarve purna shashvatascha dehastasya paratmanaha. Vedvyas, who was the avatar of God, he is saying, Sarve Purna. Every avatar is perfect and complete. Now, just because some people say, Ram came first, Krishna came later, so one is senior, one is junior, it doesn't work like that. Supposing I see Abhaya first and I see Ajay second, does it mean that Abhaya is Ajay's mother? She is the daughter. It's just that I saw her first and then I saw the father. Similarly, you may see any of them first. It really doesn't matter. Now, of course, there is a discussion in our scriptures where some scriptures and some commentators on the scriptures say that the original form of all these avatars is Vishnu. Okay? And then the Srimad Bhagavatam, which you have quoted also, states that the original form is Krishna. So that is just a matter of splitting hair. But nevertheless, if we wish to understand that perspective, if you go into the Bhagavatam, so in the Bhagavatam it is explained, like you said, that from the navel of Vishnu, Brahma was born, and then from Brahma's forehead, Shivji came. But this Vishnu that we are talking about is Garbhodakshai Vishnu. There are 3 Vishnus. There is Kshirodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Karnarnavshai Vishnu. And all of them have emanated from Shankarshan, who has emanated from Balaram, who has emanated from Golok Bihari Sri Krishna. So, just because you have asked, I am explaining the Vedic explanation of this cosmos is, what we see is one universe. Like this, there are infinite universes. All these infinite universes is 1/4 of God's creation. This is the material realm. And 3/4 is the spiritual realm, which includes Vaikuntha Lok, Devi Lok, Shiv Lok, Golok. So the highest abode is Golok, where Lord Krishna resides. And he engages in eternal pastimes with his devotees. That Krishna's first expansion is Balaram. From Balaram manifests the Chatur view, 4 expansions. These are the 4-armed forms of God: Shankarshan, Anirudh, Pradyumna, Vasudev. They are all in the divine abodes. From Shankarshan, a second expansion takes place: Shankarshan, Anirudh, Pradyumna, Vasudev. And from the second Shankarshan, Mahavishnu manifests. He is the first Vishnu. He goes and lies down in the Karnard of divine water of the material world. There he sleeps in Yoga Nidra. And when he breathes in that state of Yoga Nidra, from every pore of his body universes manifest. And then the bottom of each universe fills up with water. And he expands to take on a form in each universe. So this is Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, who lies on Ananta Shesh, the 1,000-headed serpent. And from Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, that lotus emanates, on which Brahma is born. Brahma then creates the different life forms. And the top of the universe, a Kshira Sagar, is created, where Vishnu takes on the 3rd form, Kshirodakshayi Vishnu, where he lies down on Sheshnag, where Lakshmi presses his feet. So the avatars we are talking about, the 10 avatar, they are of Kshirodakshayi Vishnu, Tritiya Vishnu. Some avatars are of Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. Occasionally there is an avatar of Mahavishnu. And once in a while, Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna comes down. So that Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna came down on our earth planet 5,000 years ago. Okay, we call him Avatari, the source of all the avatars. There is one God. There are no 2 gods. It's not like this is the God of the New Testament, this is the God of the Old Testament, this is the God of the Hindus, this is the God of the Jews. There is one God whom everybody is worshipping. But that one God is manifesting in different forms. In one, he is all-powerful. He is not limited to one form. Just like you have one form when you go to office with tie and suit. And then when you are taking your evening walk, you've got the canvas shoes and shorts. Nowadays they would say, this is my sports avatar. And then another form, when you put on your dhoti and you're sitting in front of the television, watching the TV with your legs above the table. But you cannot do 3 things together. You cannot be watching the TV, taking a walk and going to office. You are limited to one form. God is unlimited. He can manifest himself in different forms at the same time. That doesn't mean they are different gods. They are different forms of the one God. The Vedas say, Ekameva dvitiyam brahma, ekam sat, vipra bahudha vadanti, ekam santam bahudha kalpayanti, eko hi rudro, nadvitiyaya tasthur yaima loka nishata ishanibhihi. Shvetashvatar Upanishad. The Vedas, different Vedic mantras are saying, there is one God. So, the devotee who has understanding is able to respect God whichever temple he goes to. My Lord Krishna is here in this form. My Lord Krishna is here in this form. Just like an actor, Amitabh Bachchan. In one movie he's become a policeman. In a second movie he's become a dacoit. In a third movie, he's become a postman. Now his wife doesn't become confused. I married one husband, how come I've got 3 husbands now? She knows these are the different avatars of her one husband. Similarly, in one form, God is the king. In his form is Lord Ram. In one form, he is the creator. In one form, he is the maintainer. In one form, he is the annihilator. And in one form, his Krishna form, he is engaging in loving pastimes. The Krishna form is non-different from the Vishnu form or the Shiv form, etc. What is the difference? Vishnu is doing the works of administration. He is sitting inside everybody's hearts as the Paramatma, noting the karmas, maintaining the account, giving the results. He is administering the universe. And Krishna has got nothing to do with administration. He is only engaging in loving pastimes with his devotees. This is the homely form of God. Homely form, bear that in mind. Not a different God. Siddhanta tastva bhedepi Shrisha Krishna Swarupayo. The Siddhant is that Shri's Ish, Vishnu, is non-different from Krishna. Leela premna priyadhikyam madhuryam venurupayo. But that venurup is full of sweetness. Just like there is a high court justice. When he is at home, you see him, Mr. Justice, in his loving form. He is sitting there, his wife is by the side, the son is there, the mother is there. The son says, "Father, please become a horse." So Mr. Justice has become a horse. And the son is sitting on the back, "Chal, ghode, chal." Now this is one form of the judge. But then he has his other avatar. He has gone to court. He's put on the wig and the black gown, or whatever the judges wear, and has a hammer in front. Now everybody is trembling out here. If the son comes to the court and says, "Father, my summer break has begun. I thought I'll come and meet you in the office. Please become a horse for me on the floor." The justice will slap the child. "What is this? Is this the way to behave?" The son is astonished. Is he my papa? He is the same papa who becomes a horse at home. What has gone wrong with papa? Who is he? "Yes, my child, he is your papa. He is the same papa, and yet he is different. He is the papa in his office mood. That papa whom you are used to is the papa in his home mood. The love you are looking for, you get it from the homely papa, not from the office papa." You see, everybody is scared of the judge's hammer here. When he hits it, "Order, order," all the attorneys will tremble. But will the judge's hammer work at home? If the judge says, "My wife unnecessarily quarrels with me and bickers, I'll take my hammer and wield its power at home." Next time they get into a fight, she says, "We watch this channel," he says, "We watch this channel." So he says, "Let me wield the power of the hammer," and he says, "Order, order." The wife is not going to listen to that. She will take that belna, rolling pin, and neutralize the power of the hammer and make the judge tremble. See, the judge is of his form and of his bhav. Homely form and homely bhav. Similarly, God, as Vishnu in his four-armed form, catching the Shank Chakra Gada Padma, this is the office form of God. And as Krishna, it is his homely form.